Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you're looking to improve your credit score and unlock better financial opportunities, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're going to break down exactly how you can increase your credit score, step by step, with real-life tips and strategies. So, let's dive in. Before we jump into how to raise your credit score, let's first understand what a credit score is. Your credit score is a number that reflects your creditworthiness, or in other words, how likely you are to repay borrowed money. It typically ranges from 300 to 850, and the higher your score, the better the terms you'll get on loans, mortgages, and credit cards. Most credit scores are based on a scoring model called FICO, and it looks at 5 key factors: payment history, 35%, credit utilization, 30%, length of credit history, 15%, credit mix, 10%, and new credit, 10%. Before you can improve your score, you need to know where you stand. So, the first step is to check your credit report. This gives you an overview of all your accounts, payment history, and any negative marks, like late payments or collections. You're entitled to one free credit report per year from each of the 3 major credit bureaus: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. You can get them for free at annualcreditreport.com. Don't go to just any random site. This is the official government-approved service. Check all 3 reports because they may contain different information. It's important to make sure there are no errors on your report that could negatively affect your score. If you spot an error, you can dispute it directly with the credit bureau. You can also request a report more frequently if you're working on improving your score. One of the most important factors in your credit score is payment history, which accounts for 35% of your score. So, your first and easiest step in raising your score is making sure you pay your bills on time, every time. Set up reminders or automate payments so you don't miss due dates. If you've missed payments in the past, getting back on track will make a noticeable difference. A late payment stays on your report for up to 7 years, but the impact on your score lessens over time. Also, make sure to prioritize high-interest accounts like credit cards to avoid penalties or damage to your score. Next up is credit utilization, which is the second biggest factor in your score, making up 30%. This refers to the amount of credit you're using compared to your total available credit limit. Ideally, you want your credit utilization ratio to be below 30%. The lower, the better. For example, if your credit card limit is $10,000, and your balance is $4,000, your credit utilization is 40%. Try paying down your balances to bring it below 30%. You can also request a credit limit increase, which can help lower your utilization ratio. Just be careful not to start using that extra credit. Another option is to pay down your credit card balances throughout the month, rather than waiting until the end. Your length of credit history, making up 15% of your score, is another important factor. The longer you've been using credit responsibly, the better it looks on your credit report. So don't close old accounts. Keeping them open will help your score in the long run. If you're new to credit, consider getting a secured credit card or becoming an authorized user on a family member's account to start building your credit history. Credit mix is about having different types of credit accounts like credit cards, loans, and mortgages. It accounts for 10% of your credit score. The more variety you have, the better. However, don't go out and open a bunch of new accounts just for the sake of it. It's better to do this gradually over time. You want to make sure you're managing each account responsibly. Every time you apply for a new credit account, it triggers a hard inquiry on your credit report. This can cause a small dip in your score. A hard inquiry stays on your report for about 2 years, but the effect on your score will decrease over time. So, be mindful of how often you apply for new credit. Only apply when you really need it. There are a few other tools you can use to boost your credit score. Some of these options are great for people who are just starting or rebuilding their credit. Consider using a credit builder loan, available through credit unions or online lenders. With these loans, you make monthly payments and the lender reports those payments to the credit bureaus. This can help you build a positive payment history. Another option is Experian Boost. It lets you add utility and phone payments to your credit report, which can potentially improve your score instantly. As you implement these strategies, keep track of your progress. You can use services like Credit Karma or Mint to monitor your credit score for free. These platforms give you a snapshot of your credit score, as well as tips on how to improve it. Improving your credit score takes time, but with persistence, you'll see results. Start by checking your credit report, making timely payments, and lowering your credit utilization. Then use tools like Experian Boost and Credit Builder loans to continue building your score. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more finance tips. Drop a comment if you have any questions or if you want me to dive deeper into any of the tips I mentioned. See you next time.